Hey guys, it's Patrice and I'm back. Now, if you saw my last thrift shopping haul video, then you know that I told you I was going to do a totally separate video that's just for accessories. I did a lot of thrifting for the month of March and yeah, I did a lot. So I just wanted to break the videos up a little bit and show you just the accessories that I purchased. But also, I know sometimes people they're kind of curious about how to clean your accessories. So if you ever wondered how to clean your shoes and jewelry and purses, stay tuned. I'm going to share all of my tips. First up, I'm going to show you guys some items that I purchased from Housing Works. I've been a huge fan of Housing Works since I moved to New York about like 6 or 7 years ago. And this time I visited their Tribeca location. They have about 12 shops within the city, but this is my first time at this specific location. And it's a pretty nice location to check things out if you're ever in the area or if you ever want to make a trip down there just for this shop. So I'm going to start with a purse that I found. And when I saw this, I was like, I think I need this in my life. And so I got it. So it's this nice straw purse with this huge flower on the side of it. The back of it is just straw and it's blue and white. Well, it's not really white, it's like a beige. It's like blue and beige, and again the flower. Now when I picked this up, of course you want to inspect everything before you buy it. So when I picked this up, I noticed that the flower was kind of coming off, as you can maybe see a little bit. Like it's like lifting up and the strings are a little loose, and I'm like, oh no, oh no, oh no. That is an easy fix. I can just sew this back on. I'm probably going to glue the middle of it to the purse, but I'm also going to sew it back as well. So this, again, is an easy fix. And even if this bow did come off, well, not a bow, a flower, even if this flower did come off, I could totally even just wear the bag as is without the flower. And this was a great steal. As you can see, it is $5. You can't beat a $5 bag. And even though it's a clutch, it's pretty roomy inside. So I can fit my phone, my keys, makeup, any little whatever. I can even fit like a small book or something in here. So it's a clutch. It fits the essentials, but also pops under your arm so you can do whatever you do at night, whatever. And another item I found is, I always tell people that you never want to overlook the accessories case. I know you're going straight for the clothes, that's what you really want, but don't overlook the accessories. There are some really great, pieces of jewelry and a lot of gems in there that you might be totally passing by. But I found this awesome bangle. It's nice and simple. You can see it here. It's got the two ends there. It's really teeny, but it's also pliable because I feel like I have like really big wrist. So I'm like, oh man, am I gonna be able to fit this? It fits. So this is what it looks like on. Nice, simple, and dainty. This is another piece that it doesn't really make a huge statement because, again, it is a dainty piece, but sometimes you need something that's nice and thin, and this was $8. And moving on to the last item that I found from Housing Works, these pair of earrings. Now, I love earrings that make a nice statement and I love drop earrings, I love big hoops, but at the same time, you don't want anything that's too heavy and gonna pull down on your lobes. These were those earrings. So anytime before I buy something, of course, I pull them out, or I have the associate pull them out of the tray so I can see them and not just look at them up close, but even hold them. Like I want to see, are these going to weigh down my ears? Luckily, these do not. So that's obviously something you want to take into consideration. But yeah, they have this like little spiral design on them. They have like such a futuristic look, right? So crazy. I've never seen anything like this in stores, which is the reason why I purchased these. They were just $5, which once again, I'm like, seriously, $5 for something that's so amazing and so awesome. And speaking of cheap jewelry, I want to share a tip with you guys. If you're a little weary about buying anything that's a little too cheap because you're thinking, oh no, I have sensitive skin, it's going to break me out. I especially know this is true with earrings. I've done that a lot in the past where I've worn earrings that are so cheap, and then my ears, like my skin just totally gets irritated and my skin breaks out. So, a few tips to combat that. I know people who will take a clear coat of nail polish and they'll just apply a nice thin coat to the hooks of the earrings just so it's creating a little barrier between your skin and the actual earring. So you're not going to break out, your skin's not going to get irritated. But something that people also do, they'll go to the hardware supply store or pretty much any home goods store, get a can of clear spray paint. All you need is a nice thin coat, spray paint the entire item, whether it's, a pair of earrings or a bangle, whatever it is. Just give it a thin coat of spray paint, clear spray paint, of course. You don't want to change the color of it. And what it does, obviously, again, it creates a barrier between the item and your skin, so it's not going to irritate you. But also, it kind of helps the item last a bit longer. So it's not going to fall apart as much, or at least that's what I've been told anyway. It's not going to fall apart as much. It helps the item maintain a bit of its luster and kind of like locks the look in, or at least helps it maintain itself for a little longer. Because once again, if you're buying something that's like $3 and you can tell that it's not the most like expensive item and it wasn't made with the best quality, but you also want to preserve it for as long as you possibly can. So you want to take those tips into consideration. Moving on to the final item that I found, I went to the Salvation Army. I go to the one on the 46th Street. It's 46 between 10th and 11th, and I'll include a link down below as well for you guys. And I found a pair of shoes. These are Michael Kors, or they're Michael by Michael Kors. They were $12.99. Now, they weren't on sale, because normally I go to the Salvation Army when it's Wednesday and half off, but these shoes were not half off. So I was thinking to myself, do I really want to pay full price for these shoes? Full price meaning $13. But I decided that I did. I love these because they're like the perfect nude for my skin tone. Every woman needs a pair of nude heels, and obviously my version of a nude is going to be different from yours if you have a different skin tone. But when you find that right nude, I always say get it. Nude shoes will make you look taller because it creates a nice long line, and these are just perfect. And as you can see, it's got the open toe here, and even in the back there's a little open area for your heel, and the cuff right here is elastic. Now I try not to get shoes that have really thick waist, really thick bands at the ankle, because it can kind of make you look a bit shorter and stumpier. And I'm already short, I'm only 5'2", but because this is a nude heel, I feel more comfortable wearing this because, like I said, nude shoes automatically make you look a bit taller and longer and more statuesque. It's all about creating those lines in your body. So here are the shoes, and I'll show you the other shoe as well if you want to see them as a pair. Look at them. How adorable are these? I'm not sure how much these retailed for originally, but I know they were worth way more than $13. So thank you, Salvation Army, and thank you, Michael Kors. Some people feel a little weird about thrifting shoes. They feel like, the shoes have been already worn by someone else and broken in by someone else. I guess I can understand that, but I've never really had an issue with that. I feel like when you wear the shoes, when you try them on at the store, which you should absolutely always, always, always try the shoes on at the store, if they feel good for you, wear them. Like, okay, yeah, someone else may have worn them before and they broke them in, but if you're putting the shoes on and they feel great, you walk around in them for a while. I definitely suggest walking around in them, at least up and down the store, at least, bare minimum. If they feel good, wear them. Why not? And when it comes to how to clean your shoes, now sometimes you can actually replace these little foot pads here, or even if you can't take one off, what I suggest is putting in like a new little, like, Dr. Scholl's has those little foot pads that are the little gel insoles. I love those. It helps to add to the comfort of the shoe, but also if you really don't want to walk on the same padding that someone else walked on, that helps you with a little added security as well. And even something that I do, I take Lysol wipes, just wipe the inside of the shoe. I know some people who mix equal parts of rubbing alcohol and water. That can do the trick also, but I do suggest whatever you use to wipe them down on, just wipe the entire inside. Make sure you get around the foot area right here, and not just on the bed of the shoe right here, but even on the insides. Like, you want to get the inside of the strap right here. Basically any place that someone's foot was rubbing up against it, make sure that you're cleaning it. And also in my book, Looking Fly on a Dime, I have an entire chapter that is solely devoted to how to clean your thrifted items, whether it's your clothes, whether it's your accessories, your jewelry, how to clean your purses, and how to clean the shoes. So if you haven't picked up a copy of the book, please do so down below. I'm going to include a link for you guys. That's all I've got for you guys now, but stay tuned for some more thrift shopping hauls and styling videos. And if there's anything that you want to see below, whether you want to see me tackle a thrifting challenge or maybe some DIYs, just let me know down in the comments below. I'm always up for a little challenge. I'm able to take on any style challenge. I am the thrifting guru, and I am the queen of making the cheap look chic. So just let me know. But until next time, I will see you guys soon. Bye.